Hello, everyone. It's Steve with Aptera Owners Club. I think I've mentioned a few times on this channel that I have an order in for a Cybertruck. I put it in, I think, the night of or the day after the delivery, the announcement of the Cybertruck. You guys remember this announcement? There was some sledgehammering involved, and there were some videos of bullets being shot, and also the infamous steel ball at the window, which failed miserably. Um, so I the the Cybertruck obviously is a very polarizing vehicle in terms of design, much like the Aptera. Some people love the design, and some people hate the design. And Aptera's design is because of physics, aerodynamics, but the Cybertruck design is, I think, just because they want it to look like that, and it didn't rub a lot of people the right way. Some people think it's the single ugliest thing I've ever seen. I actually didn't mind the look, and I thought that it looked fine, and I really liked the design of it in terms of like having the steel quote exoskeleton, which ended up not being a thing. But I also thought that it would be a great vehicle because I really like camping and doing outdoor things. And one of the things I thought would be able to be done is you could take this wall between the bed and the back wall. I was hoping that they would make it like foldable so that you could put on the tonneau cover and then like crawl into the bed from the cab, and that you could become sort of like a van slash truck, and you could just sleep in the back. And initially, when they announced it, it had a 3-row front seat and a 3-row back seat, which would make it a 6-passenger car. And that was also very useful to me because sometimes I like to go with a lot of people, and that extra person could make a big difference. So for many reasons, I ended up ordering it. And initially, I had ordered this single motor for 39,000. Then I changed my order to this dual motor for 50,000. And I thought, $50,000 for a dual motor all-wheel drive truck, that's not a bad deal. And the one thing I didn't like about it is I didn't like the full-size truck. I used to have an old Ford Ranger, and that was kind of like a perfect size truck for me. And I think this is like, back when Rangers were smaller. Rangers are pretty big now, but I think it was like a 2009 or 2006 Ford Ranger, somewhere in that region. And that was a great size truck, and I really would like that size truck. But the Cybertruck was a little oversized, but I thought for $50,000 I was going to do it. Now, what happened was they basically changed the pricing on this thing. Oh, going back to when they were going to deliver it, you see here, this is the article from CNBC right when they right the day after they announced it, and they said, the dual motor all-wheel drive is 50,000. And the all-wheel drive tri-motor is 70,000, and they were listing the base model for $30,000. But they said right here, company anticipates that production of the lower price Cybertruck should begin in late 2021. So you can see even a established car maker that has been producing cars for many years, they are at least 2 years behind schedule with their announcement. They expected it to deliver in late 2020, and now they've started deliveries on the Founders Edition in late 2024. I mean, I think a few people are taking delivery this year, and then deliveries will happen in earnest next year. So at least 2 years behind. Okay, so now when it's late 2023, they've announced the pricing, and the pricing is significantly different. So the rear wheel drive is now $60,000. It was 40. That's a $20,000 increase. So that is 50% increase. And then the vehicle that I ordered was $50,000. Now it's $80,000. It's $30,000. That is a over 50% increase in price. So if Aptera Aptera was announced around the same time as the Cybertruck, and if Aptera has a 50% to 60% increase in price, even I'm gonna have to probably call it a no-go. So Tesla is kind of getting a pass on this, and looks like lots of people are still going to buy the vehicle, but I'm gonna bow out at this point. $80,000 is just way too rich for my blood for a car that has a lot of compromises in my mind in terms of what I wanted. I wanted a smaller vehicle, and I wanted this wall between the cab and the bed to be foldable, and they didn't make that happen. You know, most trucks are a cab on frame design, so you can't really do that. But this is a unibody design, so you know it doesn't change the structural rigidity of the vehicle to be able to make that wall foldable. And I think that new truck that Drew went and checked out, I think they're called a Tellus or something. They have a foldable thing between the bed and the cabs, which I think is a great idea. I don't know why they didn't do that. But anyways, it doesn't have everything I wanted, and it's like 60% more than I was willing to pay for. I thought 50,000 was kind of the upper range of what I was gonna be willing to pay for, so I'm not going for it. And I'm gonna bow out at this point. And then the tri motor is like $100,000, which is you know pretty. It's a good chunk of change. So anyways, for various reasons, I'm going to be bowing out of the Cybertruck. So there were two vehicles that I had orders in on. I have an order in on an Aptera and an order in on a Cybertruck. And looks like I'm bowing out of the Cybertruck. So Aptera is the only vehicle left that I have a pre-order on at this point. So I'm really hoping that they're not going to have a 50 to 60% increase like Tesla did on the Aptera. And it sounds like they're from what Chris Anthony's been saying on the various media outlets. I think that he believes that the price is still going to remain relatively the same. But I will have to bow out. So tell me what you guys think. I don't know if any of you guys have orders on the Cybertruck. Are you still in it after the price increase? And if what do you think about Aptera? If Aptera, do you think they're gonna have a price increase like this? And if they do, are you still in? Or what do you think the price increase is going to be? Or do you think they're going to stay the same price or maybe even go lower? Because battery prices have been falling recently. And so there's many reasons that a lot of things had price inflation, but battery prices have gone down, and battery prices are one of the biggest parts of an EV. So I don't know why this price went up so much. I think that manufacturing this vehicle has turned out to be a lot more difficult than Tesla anticipated. And so maybe that's what shows this massive price increase. But 50 to 60% price increase is really rich. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.